Senseless violence racks the city. 5 January 89. Chicago tonight. More bloodshed in the streets of Cheetown. A local business owner was ruthlessly murdered in the middle of his own establishment. While patrons enjoyed the offerings of his business, the Groovy Guru owner, Robert J. Pandita Chorngrak, aka Buddha Bob, was brutally murdered, gang-led style by an unnamed assailant. Thus far, our guardians in the Ravelock Security District have been totally disinterested in pursuing the bloodthirsty killer or killers. Could this be linked to the attempted burglary at the grab-and-go across the street from Mr. Chondrak's establishment? All that we know at Chicago tonight that we can tell you is that in our streets, our homes, and our peace of mind are all threatened by the inaction of our so-called leaders. We the people demand action now!
You blazing slags out there in Cheetown, it's your boy Ratman Jack here, plating out all the grime and crime by keeping you calm to the chases. And here's a squishy for you, bit. Seems executive response CRT got PB'd on a debtor that went by the name of Devon. Some AA zone trash that washed up here in Waste Heap in the shot town. The good G-dubs in the red found Devon, though I didn't find his head. That's right, my brothers and sisters. By another Jane Daddy, Devon was headless. Faints, his data file's gonna be ghosting up in the boosty pot for years, chummy. In other words, food carts and Scrumberg zones and the off-price specials on dogs and brats. Don't forget, Ratman brings you all the dates, so lock and subscribe.
Brought to you by Everlight. Insider sources are revealing to Corp Watch that Daniel Collins, recently of Chicago, has been promoted to VP of Sales in Hong Kong. Chatroom Yap slings that he was caught in some scandal that the Corpo Wigs muted 100 and that he was moved to save face in G-Town. Could this have had something to do with the muds that Collins' now ex-Demi was found murdered and mutilated in some slag sex snuff palace named Sam's Place not 3 weeks ago? Our data rats found transaction fees from a burned account that linked Demi Collins to put a high price on her therapy sessions at the aforementioned Sam's Place. Seems our good corpo wife was racking up quite a bit of cart balance after her visits to Sam's, the damage being done to some bots. And where's Daniel now? Well, 3 weeks at HK and not a single SockMad post about his new Addy, not a .OOC or even a local schwung fund. Our gators have found a lease agreement to some Corp prop, but no SatCam footage of Collins was visible in any database or mem file from the Corp res hall where he was registered. When he RF'd the comment, Collins' parent Corp Sun Systems wrecked the typical CNP, so expecto.
Wallbanger, gifted fly on the wall, 19 January 89. Once again, I found myself near the wall at I-90 in Hampshire Court of Entry, and you know me, my dear subs, I love a good story. It turns out there was a big of a kerfuffle at the POE last night. The Lords of all the Mayhem and the One and the numerous Angels of Mercy and the Aurora Barons apparently decided to pick the Hampshire POA as a good location to handle one of their recent disagreements with another of their brethren in a bout of, we shall say, excessive enthusiasm over perceived encroachments on the other's half. The objects of their objection were none other than Loki's liars, that paragon of civic virtue and brotherhood. Well, friends and neighbors, the Lords of all Mayhem came out on the other side of this disagreement on the losing side. And along with some involuntary modeling of their welcome facilities at the POE, they have made sure the storm drains were working. With their blood and brains, of course. Even though Loki's liars call Arlington Heights Red Zone their home turf, the liars are making good on their promises to expand their territory. Unfortunately, so several uninvolved cargo trains were involved in the fracas, and a certain amount of uncompensated consumer activity took place. I haven't had any of the specific data on what was liberated from the operation, but since the Loki's liars have come out on top of these negotiations, you can bet that any good product is now in their very capable hands. I am Harriet Waldinger. I am your gifted Sly on the Wall.